Hey everyone, I am going to take you on a really quick tour of the garden today. I know it's been a couple, maybe even 3 weeks since I put a video up. It has been stupid cold and rainy. It's a little overcast today, as you might be able to tell. So it's not raining, and I was able to finally get out here to show you some things that are going on in the garden. Stick around, because towards the end of this short video, I'm going to show you a couple of surprises that I've been dying to tell you guys about, but I haven't had a chance to make a video due to the weather, like I've said. So let's take a look around and see how the garden is doing. Okay, let's start the tour today with the garlic bed. As you can see, we have well, one long icky weed. Anyway, as you can see, we've got some of the tops coming up, which means we're very close to harvest time. It's been very cold, so I don't expect to be able to harvest it really soon. This one has little flowers, if you can see. It's cute. Anyway, I'm so excited about this garlic. Cannot wait to try it. There's my lovely girls, just thinking they're gonna get another treat this morning. Here is our lettuce bed, and I think we've got a couple spinach in here. I can't really recall exactly everything we planted in here. Planted Swiss chard, but it's starting to really come up. As cold and rainy as it has been, I would think that it should be doing pretty well. There is the bucket that I had put those ones in to be able to show you how I plant them. Here are the taters. Pardon the trash truck. We even have a bloom. They're so pretty. Here's the carrot bed. Now, you know, I think a neighborhood cat had gotten in here and really messed up this bed at first, so not as much had germinated as I would like, but there's plenty enough that we'll probably see, you know, quite a few carrots out of this, and that'll be fun. My pink lady rose bush made it through the freeze. I was going to trim it up, but then I thought maybe not until later, so we'll see how that goes. And here we have the zucchini. I think all of that was left was zucchini, and then a couple of the extra tomato plants are over here along with it that didn't get taken by someone else. We've got a couple of blooms, but like I've said, it's been super chilly here, rainy. This is the loofah. I don't know what's going on with these two leaves, but I think they might have gotten bit with the freeze that one night and just kind of dying off, but we've got a couple new leaves there. This is the original tub that I had put the chives and tomato plant in that my neighbor had given me, and it's doing okay. It looks like I might need to get it held up pretty soon. These other tubs, I put the few of the extra tomato plants in, and they're doing okay. They're holding up. I can't imagine they're super thrilled with the weather right now. None of the herbs that I had planted in these beds made it through that freeze. Other than a little bit of basil is still left in here. Not a lot, but a little. I'm hopeful maybe it'll come back, and if not, I might just need to replant and try again. Especially basil. I really like basil. The pepper bed, suffering from the cold a little bit, and all this straw. I'm gonna tell you what, guys, I will never probably do straw again, just because the grass likes to grow up in it. But And I mean, the peppers are surviving. They're not thriving just yet due to the cold, I think. We've been, oh shoot, last night mid 40s. We're not going to get above 60 today, which is actually really warm compared to what it has been. All right, the first of the tomato bed. I have a couple of volunteer things coming up that I'm not sure what they are. Maybe nasturtium, or some of you say nasturtium. But here is the first of the plants that I'd completely lost to that couple of nights of freeze we had, and they're coming back. I'm surprised. So I'm just letting them do what they do just to see what happens. Might not get to use the new trellis system this year, depending on what happens with these guys. That's okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'd like to see what happens with the tomatoes, considering they were really dead. If you look closely, you can see that, you know, a lot of them are just, parts of them are just gone. So that's, you know, sad, but at least they started to come back. And the one tomato plant that made it through the freeze, and it's really doing well. It's going to be a cherry. I don't remember which kind. Here's the second tomato bed. It too is trying to make a comeback. You see where the freeze got it. But I'm interested in seeing what happens. You know, I mean, like, especially these two that, I mean, obviously are trying to survive. So it'll be interesting just to let it do its thing and see what happens. This is where I had the green beans. You can see that that freeze and that we had a while back took those guys out. Sad, but I'm going to replant them. I've gotten a couple of seeds in the mail. Kind of see how they can do. Got some loofah and some green bean seeds. It wasn't addressed, so I don't know who it was from, but whoever you are, thank you so much. Excuse me. This is where I had the cucumbers originally. I don't know if you guys can remember, but I had so many plants left over that some of the extra tomatoes went in here, and a couple of the extra pepper plants, they went in here. Got the second scorpion pepper plant in right here. So can't say it's too bad. Had a little fly on there, little booger. You know, those two are jalapenos right there, I believe, and they're doing really well. One of them might be banana, but neither here nor there. Here's the one that tomato plant that went in here and didn't make it through that freeze. So I don't know that this one's even gonna come back from the looks of it. So that's okay. I'll get something else in here and get this straw and grass that's growing as a result out. That's sad, but it does happen. Here's a couple more of the extra tomato plants. They're not doing too terribly well, but I'm hopeful they'll come back. I see a nice little bud on this one. Another one trying to come. Normally I'd pinch that off, but considering the loss that we had, I am definitely not interested in losing any fruit that I can get. Now this string got wrapped up around my plant. Oh goodness, there. This is the one that was already planted that did make it through. It's just not growing fast, and I know that's due to the cooler weather. And again, a couple more. I have the extra tomato plants. And let's take a look, a little peek inside the greenhouse. It is empty. So I'm gonna get some more peppers started pretty soon, but I'm just waiting on it to get warmer again. I'm gonna take you and show you what else we've got going on. Hey birdies. So Kyle got the quail hutch completed. I got some sand in there. Looks like they could use some more. Little house if they want to go in. And they're doing really well. Looks like they could use some water later on. I'll make sure Kyle gets that done. So these are the ones, if you remember right, we got from Kinfolk Farm of Georgia. And they're doing good. There's one of the males. Hi guys. Oh yeah. They're doing really well. Can't say I'm displeased with them and how they're doing. And this is the side that the grow outs will go in when they get big enough to come out here. So they'll come on this side. All right, let me take you and show you a couple of other things. Say hello. So a little while ago, there was a meetup, and some good friends of ours from Northeast Florida, the Lala Farm, Rick and Kimberly, were at the meetup. And look at what the two Ricks had for me. The big Rick was the only one here, but they had little Rick's drawing that he did for a live that I did with them. I'll try to remember to put that live in an iCard, or at least below in the description. And they had it put on this canvas. Isn't it beautiful? I am so proud of this thing. It's amazing. I love it. He did such a good job. He took part of a video of mine and a little snippet out of it while I was doing harvest and did this drawing, and I just love it. All right, one more surprise to show you. So we are in my bathroom because I have cats and the quail have started to hatch. There's the very first little baby right there. I don't know if you can see it. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Yeah, it's lonely. It's the only one in there. None of the others are hatching just yet. But I had to lock them up in here to keep them safe from the cats. Hey, baby. Isn't that the cutest little thing? It's so lonely. It wants out. It hatched early this morning. And just for a size comparison, here are my fingers up here. They are tiny. Okay guys, thanks for coming along and checking out the garden. Keep your fingers crossed that we start to warm up like we normally are in May. It is not normally this cool. Generally it's this rainy, but not normally this cool. So this is definitely off weather this year. I don't know, maybe it's the axis on the earth changing that's causing it. It just happens. Mama used to tell me that she didn't trust it until late May. I can see why now, because I guess apparently every now and again it can be cold clear to the end of May. I'm not complaining, but my garden's not loving it. So cross your fingers and we'll start to see some warmer weather and a lot of new growth happening due to that. I will see you guys again next time. Have a great one.